Hello everyone, nice to see you again. Welcome back to my channel today. I have the lesson is one of the most important step for the become fluent in English. We are going to talk about how to sing directly in English without translating in your head. If you still translate everyday sentence and every sentence from your language to English before you speak, don't worry. You are not alone because the most learners do this, but it's so that you doubt. It will make the slow down on you and make you nervous and stop from the speaking naturalist. And so in this video, I will show you why you translate and why you stop your fluency. And the most importantly, how to change your brain so you can sing in English automatically. Okay, don't waste your time. Let's get started. Why we translate it and why it's the problem. Translating is normal when you start learning a language. The brain uses your native language as a base. But here's the problem. When you are speaking and you translate every word, you create a delay that you see. Like create the idea, translate the idea, check the grammar and speak. It takes a long time. And when you translate, you feel nervous, you feel slow, and you feel unsure. The native speaker don't do this and the fluent speaker don't do this. The native speaker and the fluent speaker, the thinking in English means your brain goes directly from idea and you make the English and you make a speak. No translations, no stress, no delay. This is how the fluency work. The session 2 is the good news. You can train your brain to do this, okay? Thinking in English is a skill, just like the exercising or cooking or riding a bike. And the first you feel hot and then you become the easier and then it becomes the omnicore. And you are a simple method. You can practice every day. And if you follow them, the consistency, you will stop the translating. And much faster than your sync, break it down the method step by step. In method 1, start with your simple English sentence, not perfect sentence. Okay, the big mistake learners make are trying to translate advanced sentence from their language into the perfect English. But English does not work the same way as other languages. Different grammar, different author, different logic, and so it happened. What had happened after? Translate and get stuck. Oh, I'm stuck. And instead use the simple structure for the every thinking. For example, instead of the thinking, my schedule today is extremely full and I have the multiple tasks to accomplish. You see, I'm busy today. I have the many things to do. And instead of the thinking, I am currently experiencing a hunger and you see, I'm hungry. Okay, this is the drantic kali that you make you thinking. This sentence. The simple English helps your brain switch from translation mode to the thinking mode. The more simple sentence you use, the faster the fluency you become. The method 2. Method 2 is to use English for small daily decisions. The thinking in English, first you must think in English about the small things. Not everything, just the daily sessions. For example, when you wake up in the morning, take a moment to think to yourself, I need to brush my teeth thoroughly. When you start to feel hungry, pause and consider, what should I eat for my next meal? When you look outside your window, notice and think, the weather is really nice and pleasant today. When you walk, think, I'm going to the store. This sword is small and simple, but it's very powerful. Why? Because they can train your brain to use the English, the only quality, and every day you repeat these small thoughts and your brain begins to perfect to English and slowly the need to translation to disappear. Method 3. Method 3 describes what you see around you like this is one of the easiest and the fastest way to sing in English. Look around your room and look at the street and look at the people nearby and describe the scene in English, for example. My phone is on the table and you see the red car and the man's walking quickly. The store is grabbed today. Don't worry about the mistake. Don't worry about the sound perfect. The goal is not the perfection, it's the activations. And even 1 minute a day, they can help you to improve your speaking also. You are the activation. You are English friends. For the method 4, don't translate new words, learn them with image and context. The brain learns faster with the pictures than the translations. For example, instead of the memorizing like apple, which can translate to command language like chair, you can translate to command language. For example, look at the picture on apple and look at the picture on the chair, and you can create the word that you say better. Learn the sentence like the apple is red. The chair is comfortable. I am sitting on the chair. When you learn the vocabulary directly in English, so your brain make English connections, not translate, not connections. And how the children learn, guess what you do? It works for the adult too. For the most of the 5 that the Sidavins speak at the same time as the adult speaker. The letter is one of the best way to train your brain singing in English. How it works. 1. Choose a short video with a native speaker. 2. Play the audio. 3. Speak at the same time as the speaker. 4. Copy their rhymes, speak, and pronunciation. At first, you will feel behind and you will get a word miss. That's normal. After a few days, you will notice something amazing. You stop translating. You start following with the speaker and follow your brain fast things in English instantly. For the method 6 limit, bilingual learning, reduce more English, only content, many learners in English plus their language materially, and what is okay for the beginner. That's okay for the beginner. But you want to start thinking in English, you must increase the amount of English-only content. For example, watch English video with English subtitle, listen to the English podcast, read a short English story, follow the English content on the social media, and change your phone to English, and play games or do. And the apps in English, the more English you expose your brain to, and the more the natural you feel and your brain begins to choose in English. For the method 7, speak without planning. The biggest reason people are translating because they want to speak perfectly. They plan the whole sentence in their head and they think, how do I say this? Is this grammar correct? This is the right word. Fluency cannot grow when you are trying to be perfect. So practice speaking without the preparations. Talk freely and allow the mistake, let your idea flow, and this strength your brain also to react in English and not sing in your language first. For the method is to set no translations, and it's a challenge, but it is a simple but the powerful habit. Choose the 10 to 20 minutes per day. Sometimes you are not allowed to translate. You can sing in English, speak in English, and also to read in English, watch English video, and listen to English audio. You should be the challenge in this message. It must be the challenge. But if you are not allowed to translate your brand into your language, and the first you will struggle, and your brand will want to translate because it's your habit. So you should stop to translate it. But after the 2-day, you will get easier, yes. And after a short break, you start to see a direct lane, inlays without effort. For method 9, use English to express your emotions and thoughts. This is the stage where you focus on fluency without worrying about making mistakes. Whatever you are feeling or thinking, try to say it in English in your mind. For example, you might think, I'm tired, or I feel excited and a bit stressed right now. I'm happy today and the worst, but it's okay. I can't do this. What you connect English to, your emotion, your brain, remember, and it deeply English become a part of your thinking, not just the school subjects. This is your training your brain with your emotion in your heart, in your emotion, and you speak it out very loudly, and you speak out, follow your emotion. And for the method 10, practice daily, not perfectly. This is the key. You don't need to sing the English in 24 hours a day. You don't need to know every word. You don't need to perfect the grammar. You don't need to know the essence. You don't need to practice daily, but you need only the daily speaking practice. and small moment in the English speaking that they create the best improvement over time. 5 minutes a day is enough. And if you practice the method in this video every day, even for a short time, you will notice yourself the translations and the lessons and thinking more naturally in English. Your brain slowly shifts, your soul will become lighter, your speaking will become faster, and your confidence will grow. And you will finally feel like the English a part in your mind. And that is the true fluency to it. Okay, by the way, so that is your stop translation and start thinking directly in your English. Remember, this is the process and not a race. Every day your brain becomes a little more fluent. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification on the bell, ring bell, ding, 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 so you don't miss any new lessons. And thank you for your watching, and I will see you in this English learning. Okay, goodbye.